Greetings children. I'm going to explain chapter 3 for class 4, subject and predicate. Please follow my instructions on the screen. So we begin with chapter 3 now, subject and predicate. We have studied a chapter on sentences, right? A sentence is made up of two parts, the subject and the predicate. Read the sentences aloud under the two headings, all right? So first I'm going to read out all the sentences. Over here, the first sentence reads, the jackal was cunning. The jackal is the subject of the sentence and the predicate was cunning. The second sentence goes, I am sleeping. So I is the subject of the sentence and the predicate is am sleeping. Riya and Diya are twins. Riya and Diya being the subject of the sentence and are twins the predicate of the sentence. The last sentence is the bag is new. So over here the bag is the subject of the sentence and is new is the predicate. So it says the person or thing we speak about is the subject and what is said about the subject is called the predicate. So the person or thing in the subject column, like we have the jackal, this is an animal, right? Then we have I, which is a person. Riya and Diya is also a person, right? And the bag is a thing. It's an inanimate object, right? It's a non-living object. So that is the subject of the sentence. And in the predicate, we have what is said about the subject is called the predicate. So what is describing the subject is the predicate. So the jackal was cunning is the description of the jackal. So it is the predicate, right? Moving on, we go to remember the verb will always be in the predicate column. Was, am, is, are or were, etc. The verb is a word in action, if you remember what a verb is, right? So that is always the predicate of a sentence. In simple sentences, the subject is a noun or a pronoun and it usually comes before the verb. So generally, the noun and pronoun will be the subject of the sentence and it will come before the action, which is the word which gives action, the verb, right? So we have some examples. The bear eats honey is the first sentence. So over here, the bear is basically a noun, right? And over here, eats honey, the act of eating is a doing word, it's an action, right? So eats honey is the predicate of the sentence. The second sentence says, she sings in her room, right? So over here, the pronoun she is the subject of the sentence, right? And sings in her room, the act of singing is the verb in the sentence and is the predicate. It's also written here. The pronoun she is the subject of the sentence and is placed before the verb sings. So like I said, the act of singing is the action and is the predicate. Then we move on to the subject can be just one word or more than one word, right? In the same manner, the predicate can also be just one word or more than one word, right? So it's not necessary that it's going to be only one word. It can be more than one word. So divide the sentences into subject and predicate. So over here you have the girl tumbled down the stairs. So the girl, the two words over here, the girl, okay, this is the subject of the sentence. The predicate is tumbled down the stairs. Tumbled is the act of falling, okay? So The girl fell down the stairs. Tumbled also means fell. All right. So tumble down the stairs is the predicate. The next sentence, the lion is called the king of the jungle, right? So the lion is the subject, all right, is called the king of the jungle, right? This is the predicate. So you can also identify from the part over here which said on the top, the verb will always be in the predicate column was, am, is, are, or were, right? So once you go down over here, you will see the sentence has is called the king of the jungle, right? So over here is the predicate and the beginning of the verb, right? The last sentence says, I am reading a mystery story, right? So over here, I am is the subject. These two words form the subject of the sentence. Reading a mystery story, okay? Over here, the act of reading is the verb in the sentence. So, reading a mystery story is the predicate of the sentence. All right? Now we turn to the next page. The next sentence, Delhi has many historical buildings. Over here, Delhi is the subject of the sentence. The rest of the sentence, which says has many historical buildings, is the predicate of the sentence. The next sentence, he has not paid the money. Over here, he is the subject of the sentence and has not paid the money is the predicate of the sentence. Then they say, the next sentence, they live close to us, right? They is the subject of the sentence. Live close to us is the predicate of the sentence. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. Jawaharlal Nehru is the subject of the sentence. Was the first Prime Minister of India is the predicate of the sentence. We visited the Taj Mahal. So we over here is the subject of the sentence and visited the Taj Mahal is the predicate of the sentence. All right. So the next part, the following sentences have an adjective before the subject. Divide the sentences into subject and predicate. So please don't get confused, okay? We need to first separate the sentences into subject and predicate. All this says is that the following sentences have an adjective before the subject. What is an adjective? Always remember, an adjective describes a noun, all right? So over here, the little boy ran down the street is the first sentence, right? Over here, the little boy is the subject of the sentence and ran down the street is the predicate. In this whole sentence, the word little over here is the adjective. So it is describing the boy as being little. So little is the adjective. Okay. The next sentence, the juicy apples fell from the tree. So the juicy apples, this is the subject. Fell from the tree is the predicate. Okay. And the word juicy over here is the adjective because it describes the apples. The next sentence, my only umbrella has a hole in it. Okay. So my only umbrella is the subject, has a hole in it is the predicate, right? Next sentence, the white building with the iron doors is my house. So the white building is the subject of the sentence. With the iron doors in my house is the predicate of the sentence. White over here is describing the building, so it is the adjective. Okay. Next sentence, the old and shaggy dog looks thirsty, right? So over here, the old and shaggy dog, this whole part is the subject of the sentence. Looks thirsty is the predicate of the sentence. The words old and shaggy are the adjective describing the dog. Okay. The next part, we need to match the subjects with the predicates. Okay. So subject being the first part of the sentence and the predicate the last part. So we need to match the columns. I encourage the guardians to give their children a pencil so that they can match the columns. Okay. So over here, their huge house needs to be matched with was broken down over here. The next one, my English teacher, needs to be matched with retired last year. Okay. The next one, these scissors needs to be matched with are very sharp. Okay. The female mosquito needs to be matched with causes malaria. Okay. Then we have the Ramayana, that needs to be matched with is a holy book. Okay. The next one says Usain Bolt, that needs to be matched with is the fastest runner in the world. The next one, the National Library, this needs to match with is the oldest library of India. Okay. Then we have our soldiers, that needs to be matched with guards our borders. Okay. So using a pencil, they need to match these two columns. Okay. Then we have, look at this sentence, leave my room. There is no subject stated in the sentence. It is understood the sentence actually means you leave my room, right? This is more of a statement when you're telling somebody something. So it is understood over here that the person is saying you leave my room. Okay. So in this exercise, we have write a subject, 1 or 2 words for these predicates. Okay. So I'm going to help you with this. So over in the first sentence, we have blank cross the street. So over here, you can write Ram and Sita cross the street. The second sentence, dash, am very angry with him. Okay. So over here, you can write I am very angry with him. The next one, dash is going out of station. So over here, you can write she is going out of station. The next one has come in, and then you can write come in, I'm in the master bedroom. Okay. The next one says blank, wash your hands and legs. So over here you can write Rima, wash your hands and legs. Okay. The next one, write the predicate for each subject given below. Okay. So over here, the first one says dolphins, then there's a blank. So you can write over here, dolphins are intelligent mammals of the sea. Okay. The next one, exercise. So you can write exercise is good for the body. Full stop. Okay. The next one, books. So you can write over here, books are good for gaining knowledge. Okay. The next one, you have a doctor. So over here you can write a doctor treats his patients. Okay. And the last sentence, you have you. So over here you can write you can go running in the park tomorrow. Okay. And then put a full stop. This is one way of doing the exercise. Of course, all of you children can use your imagination as well. Okay. So thank you for listening to this lesson, and take care of yourself, take care of your health, stay home, stay safe. God bless you.